This video is not sponsored. The content of this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Hello and welcome to stage of 7. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on how to create oracle cards using the program Canva. So here we have a deck of oracle cards that I made from scratch. Well, I didn't print them, I had them printed, but the design was done totally in Canva. And I'll zoom in on the design here. This is what the design looks like. This was created strictly in Canva, and then I took the design and I uploaded it to the company makeplancards.com, and they went ahead and printed it out for me. So that's the back of the card, and here we have the front of the card too. This is the cleanse card right here. So I added these elements and the words and the border around the words. So this is just an example right here. The live example of the things that you can do in Canva. And if you've watched my previous videos, you've probably seen this deck being used, because this is my spirituality deck. So this is the deck that I use just in readings where, I need to, get into the deeper meaning of things, when I need to spiritually diagnose what's going on. So yeah, if you are interested, stay tuned and continue watching the video, because I'm going to show you the process from start to finish on how to create your own oracle deck. So let's get into it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and design our oracle cards. So before I do anything in Canva, I want to go ahead and go over to makeplancards.com. So Make Plan Cards is the company that I use to print off my custom oracle cards. To me, they're the best in the business just because they have the easiest process. You can upload your designs. You can customize not only the size of the cards, but you can customize the feel of the cards. You can put glittered edge on there. You can customize boxes. There's just a lot to do here, and I think Make Plan Cards is one of the only companies that actually will allow regular consumers, that is consumers that don't have a business. If you're not with a publisher, they kind of give people like me the opportunity to create just one deck and one deck only. I know some companies, they want to quote you and they want you to agree to print off like 100 decks for them, but Make Plan Cards, you can create one deck and they'll print it off for you and they'll send it to you. It may be more expensive, but at least this way you're not forced into a business deal basically. So I come over here to design and buy, and then I go to card size and type. So I'm scrolling through, I'm looking for the jumbo size. That's the size that I like to use for my oracle cards here. So jumbo size is 3.5 inches by 5 inches. So I click on that. Okay, and then this is where you can customize your actual cards here. So we're just going to do an example, but you can do standard smooth, superior smooth, thick, standard. With my oracle cards, I like thick cards because I do shuffle pretty rough, so I like thick cards. 21 cards. We're going the lowest since this is just an example. We want full print color, but you can do gold, silver, holographic. You can customize it. You can get pretty crazy with it. Finish. I like to have a gloss finish on my cards. We're not doing a booklet, and we're just going to do shrink wrapped, but you can order a plain box, a flip box. You can add I believe you can add a velvet bag. Maybe I just missed it, but I believe you can add a velvet bag as well if you want to. So I'm going to start my design. So your card fronts are always going to be different images, and then your card backs are always this is where you're going to have the same design on the back. So we're doing the fronts now, so we're just going to select different images for that one just to get it through, and then I'm going to retitle this Oracle Cards Example. Save that. And then let me see if it'll let me. Okay, it gave me a warning, but we're just going to go through because first we're going to focus on the design of the back of the cards first. That's how I like to work. I like to work like that. Okay, so for the card backs, it's going to be the same image. Okay, perfect. So we've got that set up on that side. Now let's go ahead and create our design. So we have custom size. We're going to do 3.5 inches by 5 and then change it to inches. I just had it over there. Okay, 3.5 inches by 5. Okay. So now we're going to create our design. So now we are here. So we're going to change this Oracle Cards Example back. Okay, so this is where you can pretty much get creative. But what I like to do is I like to come in here and I like to change the background color. So I worked with a lot of purples, a lot of golds and stuff. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Let's use this dark turquoise color right here. And then for my Oracle cards, I always like to add a border just to give it that professional look. So let's see, let's add a border. We're going to add a rectangle border. And you can see I kind of went through this already, but I wanted to set everything up. Rectangle border. And then we're going to go ahead and go to graphics, and you see the crowns on there. I have a pro account, so that means that I get all of these designs for free, quote unquote. So I'm looking for like a gold border, kind of. I don't know if that will work. That looks okay so far, but let's see what else we can find. No, I like that one. I like it, like very simple, very contemporary. Not too much, but just enough. I feel like it goes perfectly with this design right here. Okay, so this is just an example. You know, this is a very nice, a very simple design right here. This is something that I would incorporate into some of my Oracle cards right here. So we'll download the back. And then we'll go ahead and create another design, custom size, and then we'll do 3.5 by 5 again. Front. And this is where we're going to, you know, get more artistic with our design right here. But before then, we can go ahead and see how our design looks when we upload it into Make Playing Cards. And this way you can make adjustments as well, which I might have to do. And then we drag it on over and let's see how it looks. Okay, not bad at all. So let's do a quick preview to see how it would look printed. Not bad. May have to make it smaller just because we're kind of on that dotted line there. And I want to show you the whole process just so you can see that sometimes you have to make adjustments and corrections. So let's delete that. And I shouldn't have closed it just because you never know when you're going to have to fix things. There we go. Just make that a tiny bit smaller. And then just so I know which one it is, because I don't feel like going in and deleting it again. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna re-upload it again, and we're gonna see if we can keep our design within those red dotted lines, because you don't want to go outside the dotted lines, because you know then your design may not print fully. Okay, so that is much better. So it's within the red lines, so that's actually perfect. So now let's do a quick preview. Okay, awesome. That looks great. So let's go ahead and save that. So now we can go ahead and go back to customizing the front. Okay. Okay. So now we can go ahead and we're going to do an example of customizing the front of the cards. So this is where your creative input is going to come into play. You know, what kind of oracle cards are these going to be? Is it going to be like a mystic deck? Is it going to be more of is it going to be like a money deck? Is it going to be just a general spirituality deck? Like what is the overall theme of the oracle cards? Now these are going to be very simple cards right here, where I'm just going to put out words and I'm just going to add images or elements that coincide with those words. So I like to keep the front of the cards on theme. So what I would do is I would change the background color here again, and I would keep that turquoise color. And then we can add text, and there's a lot of text you can work with here, but we want to add a heading. And then you have plenty of fonts to choose from, but I want to keep it simple. But let's add an element, like what does intuition mean for us? So when I think of intuition, I think of your third eye. I think of the mind, anything dealing with, you know, thinking and, you know, listening to your inner self. So let's see. So I would let's do I. So we have a really nice one here. Oh, look at that. That's nice. So this would be a good card right here. Intuition. And, you know, since these are custom cards, I like to use up plenty of space, especially since you're going to be paying for these expensive behind custom cards. I will use up most of the space here. I do not care. So we'll put that as intuition. And I like to duplicate, and then you can actually just delete it there. So we'll just do 2 cards just for an example. So what's another word that we can think of for an oracle card? Love. Pretty easy, pretty simple. When we think of love, what do we think of? We think of hearts. That's like the most common symbol for love on earth is a heart. So let's look up, we'll do a heart. Kind of like this one, because it gives art, you know? It kind of goes with the kind of artsy theme that we have going on here. Let's kind of move that up a little bit. Move that. Okay. So we have 2 cards here. So let's go ahead and upload. We're going to download these. And let's go back over here to make playing cards. And now we're back at make playing cards again. And now we're going to upload 2 images for the fronts. So let's drag this one over. And we're going to drag this one over. So we added these. Now let's go ahead and I believe even since we added the back, it'll still let us show the preview. Perfect. So don't worry that the resolution looks off. It's always going to look like that just because of the program in general. Anytime I order, my cards, they always look good. Okay, so we have a good preview here. So this looks good. So let's go to, okay. Skip. Next. Well, the one thing that I don't like is that they don't let you preview both cards zoomed in like that. You have to click on each individual one. So what I do is I'll just zoom in and then I'll come over like that just to see. So you can see your example just like that. So we've created oracle cards right here, just from Canva, and you would be able to add this to your cart, and then you would be able to have this shipped on out to you. Most of the time, the cheapest shipping that I've paid for is like $14, $15 maybe. And even that takes a while. But if you want it quick, you're going to have to, come out of pocket a lot of money. I think I've seen shipping sometimes be $60, $40 just to get it within a week or 2 or something like that. But it all depends. The shipping costs vary from time to time. And I haven't bought custom cards in a little while. So I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial on how to use Canva to create oracle cards. If you like videos like this, please like and subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want to see. If you guys want to, see any other sort of tutorials, if you guys have any other inputs, what programs do you guys use? If you guys use anything else besides Canva, let me know what you guys use. So until next time, peace.